Hey guys, welcome back to Rooted Homeschool. If you're new here, I'm Christina, homeschool mom of 5 kids, ages 1, 2, 5, almost 10, and 13. Today I am talking to you guys about our summer homeschool plans. Now, this video is a collab with a bunch of other homeschool mamas that are also talking about their summer homeschool plans. This is really cool because one thing that's so beautiful about homeschooling is how it is not one size fits all, and it is different for every family, and every family gets to do what works for them. I know I will be checking out all of their videos because this is my first year homeschooling. So we just are finishing up our first year of homeschooling. This will be our first summer as homeschoolers. So definitely when you are done watching this video, click on the playlist linked in the description box below and check out all of those other awesome mamas. This is our first year officially homeschooling, so we are still figuring it out. I will tell you what our plans are at this point. However, I am flexible with those things changing and just kind of seeing how it goes. So I will keep you guys posted. But for right now, here are my summer homeschool plans for our family. My 5-year-old just woke up from her nap, probably because I'm talking, but that's okay. Let's talk about our plans. I will say that I wouldn't say that we are going to be year-round homeschoolers. So we are not going to continue like our normal homeschooling schedule, all subjects and all of that throughout the summer. That I'm pretty positive about at this point. However, I also am not going to be doing the exact opposite of that and just abandoning all things school and academics. At the same time, I do just want to say, I don't think that it's a bad thing to abandon all of the books and all of the schooling to just adventure and spend time with your family, because I also know that doing life together is full of learning, right? Life skills and adventuring and doing all of those things there's so much to learn from nature, from adventuring, from spending time together to exploring. And so that's the first thing I want to talk about. And then we'll talk about like the things that we will continue on with for the summer. So first and foremost, I want to say, I really want to cherish every moment that I have with my kids and with my family this summer, because as you may or may not know, I am a full-time teacher. And as of almost 2 months now, I think, I've been teaching back full-time in person after having taught virtually for a year and having a maternity leave before that. So my main goal will be spending quality time together, both at home and going other places. So what do we plan to do? We plan to swim in our pool, have fires in our backyard, watch outdoor movies, and just enjoy each other, enjoy the beautiful weather. We are doing raised beds this year for the first time. So that's another thing that we'll be doing, is tending to our garden and hopefully reaping a huge harvest and eating all of the foods. We plan to go to nearby lakes, go swimming and camping. We have camped in the past. We are not by any means like seasoned or expert campers. So that is something that we are going to try to jump into a little bit more. We also are going to plan like a couple just little trips. We're not doing anything extravagant or crazy. My husband has a couple speaking engagements, so we will travel along with him. And so adventuring, spending time together, definitely doing some camping, definitely getting to the ocean. Anybody who knows me knows one of my main goals every summer is to get to the ocean at least once. So even if it is for the day, I will make it to the ocean. So let me know, like driving distance from upstate New York, if you have any like really fun ideas, either for the ocean or somewhere else, definitely let me know in the comments, because we're currently making those plans as we speak. Next thing I'll talk to you about is starting with my 3 youngest kids. So my 1-year-old, we are just going to have fun. My 2-year-old, who will be 3 in October, I do plan to do some learning activities with him. Some things that he loves are these little flashcards or anything like this. These are from Thistles and Biscuits, and I've been talking to you guys on here and on Instagram a lot about the amazing resources from Thistles and Biscuits. Like, so good for all ages, for different subjects and different topics. So we did Butterfly Week and Exploring Nature with Children, and so we got the bilingual butterfly unit, the color flashcards. We also have them in Spanish, and they're hanging up as a garland in our kitchen. So I'll talk about both of those things. So I will be doing stuff like this with my 2 going on 3-year-old, as well as I have like the 100 first words cards. So we've been doing these as well. He really loves this. This is also really good for Gia, my 5 going on 6-year-old, because obviously she knows what these things are by picture, and she's learning how to read and she's learning how to spell, and she's doing amazing, but she doesn't know how to read every word yet. So things like this for sight words, I can kind of do with her and my 2-year-old together as like a fun activity that they're still learning. So I want to be able to do some things with my 2-year-old because I want him to start learning and getting kind of into that habit, but it will be led by his interest. So it will not be like a forced thing. It will not be every day. It will not be scheduled. Just when I feel like it's a good time to see the opportunity to play with him and engage with him and have learning involved in it. So definitely we'll be using flashcards from Thistles and Biscuits, and then I'll use different Spanish flashcards in my kitchen just to have them up to casually be exposing them to the language, because one of our goals is to just be learning Spanish. So that's another way that I'll kind of allow for learning without us doing like sit down lessons together, is just by having those flashcards up there. And I'll link Thistles and Biscuits below because there are beautiful resources at a super low price anyway, and then you get an extra 10% with my link. So a little bit more about things I'll be doing with my 2-year-old. I showed this in a curriculum unboxing last week, the preschool busy book, so I won't show you guys this right now, but this is one thing that I'll start with him in the summer because it's something that I want to be able to do with him and have like my husband and my other kids do with him throughout the school year next year, is kind of like a 3-year-old preschool activity. So I'll start this with him in the summer as a way to like familiarize him with this. Other things that I'll do with him are things that I'll kind of learn from this book that I also shared about in my summer reading list video, the Montessori Toddler. I want to start implementing some Montessori activities for him and for my 1-year-old and for my other kids as well. But I will be trying out a lot of this stuff in the summer to see kind of what works with him and stuff like that. I already do like a little learning shelf in the playroom that has like themed activities and books on there. So I will continue that throughout the summer as well. I change it every week or 2, sometimes 3. Sometimes I'll just switch out 1 or 2 things. So I will continue that throughout the summer with him as well. And then also add in some things that I learned from this book. That's pretty much it for my 1 and 2-year-old. I talked to you a little bit about what I'll do with Gia over there, who's like slowly waking up from her nap. Gia loves learning. Now, I've shared this a couple of times, but right now we are currently working through Ready to Read 2 from Gather Round Homeschool at the pond. And so we are not even quite halfway through it right now. So even if we sort of close out our school year, I am not going to stop this. I'm going to continue this with her. They are 1-page lessons where they're learning basically science because it's about the ecosystem of a pond. And so the older kids sit in on this anyway and learn things along with her. There's also a little like Bible connection and prayer. And then she has her activity pages that go along with it in her binder. So we will continue this throughout the summer. But again, it is not going to be one of those things where it's like every single day at a certain time, this is what we're doing. We'll kind of flow with it. I probably won't want a week to pass, but it's not a huge deal if it does. I'll probably want to be somewhere around like 2 to 3 times a week so that she doesn't sort of lose the learning that she's made and the progress that she's made throughout the school year. And so she continues to make that progress. When we finish this, however, I won't start a new unit with her. I will spend the rest of the summer reviewing things like her sight words and her word families and reading through the little books that they make in these units to make sure she's really mastered those concepts before we move into her first grade work. And I will be doing a first grade curriculum picks video very soon, so stay tuned for that. So the way that I will use this is probably more like what you would consider a morning basket. So we've technically never done a morning basket because I'm typically working in the mornings during the school week. However, last summer and on the weekends, we always have family time together. And family time obviously is like such a broad term. We always spend time together as a family. But what family time, there was a bunny that just crossed the street. It was super cute. It was like a brownish. Anyway, family time for us, we do in the mornings and the evenings. And some days we do it both in the morning and both in the evening. And sometimes we do it just one or the other. But for us, it is sitting together, talking, doing some kind of devotional, whether it's on the Life Church app, they have like a daily devotional, or one of our devotional books, or simply like reading a portion of the Bible together and talking about it. We usually listen to some worship music. We play it on our TV off of YouTube. We like to watch like Maverick City or Elevation Worship or Life Church or something like that. So that will probably become almost like a morning basket / devotional time for us, where we will do that devotional and we'll do our worship time and we'll do maybe some read alouds, and I'll kind of read this lesson because it doesn't feel like a lesson. And then throughout the day, we'll kind of do those pages with Gia when they fit in, or maybe we'll do them the next day. So it will be really relaxed, but just as a way to kind of keep it going and keep the progress and the momentum. So that kind of tells you what I'll be doing with Gia in terms of homeschooling in the summer. For my older two boys, I will be doing things a little bit differently for them. So like we will not do any real like unit studies or history or science or anything really in depth like that. However, I will have them continue on with their math. Again, not every day, not at a particular time, but I probably will tell them to do their math at least 2 times a week. So again, like that 2 to 3 times a week seems to be what I'm thinking. Just again, so that they don't lose those skills that they've done throughout the year. And even when my kids were in public school, I always had them do some learning throughout the summer. I would have them do like fun reviews, and we would do summer reading challenges, and I would do like sight words when they were at that age. I would have like a whiteboard in the playroom, and my mom always used to joke like, is this a playroom or a preschool? Because I always did that. It's just always been in me to do that. So lots of reading. We will do lots of reading. On Thursday, I'm in another collab where we are sharing our summer reading lists. I did one last week for my summer reading list, my personal one, but on Thursday, I am sharing with you our summer reading list for us as a family and for the kids individually. So if you're interested in that, definitely check that out on Thursday. So the boys will be doing math, again, 2 to 3 times a week. We'll be doing reading, both read alouds and independently. So again, I'll talk to you more about that in the summer reading video. And then the only other things that we'll probably do are like nature studies. So for example, I'll look at what is the topic in exploring nature with children for this particular week. Say it's bees. Are we going to do sit down lessons about bees? I'm going to say probably not. Am I going to read through some of it and maybe read through a few facts to them and go on nature walks and stuff like that and notice things? Absolutely. So we'll try to do it in like a very organic way where it doesn't seem like we're sitting down to do school. But I'll do it more as like sharing interesting facts. And they love talking about that stuff anyway. So we'll definitely utilize exploring nature with children as a resource for those kinds of things. Okay, lastly, I think, so I probably will do a letter a week or a number a week or both with my 2 going on 3-year-old. And I may even use that as a way to give some more sight words or something like that to Gia as well. If they have fun doing it, I'll do it. I'm not going to put pressure on myself or pressure on them. I'm not going to do things that require a lot of prep, a lot of sitting down. These are all things that I'll just have ideas to do, and we'll see how it goes. Last thing that I want to share with you guys, I shared in a curriculum unboxing last week along with the preschool busy book, and that is the Not Consumed Ministries, A Content Heart Bible study. So I have decided we are going to do this over the summer as a family. We are going to do the free digital download Bible study from Not Consumed. I'll link that below. We are going to do that one first. I think we're going to start this week, and then we will do this one over the summer. Again, casual. So it won't be a thing where we feel like we have to do it every day. Maybe we'll do it every few days as part of our kind of family time / morning basket time. Maybe we'll do it around the fire if it's a cooler morning. Maybe we'll do it out on the deck. Maybe we'll do it at the park. So we're going to stay really flexible. We're going to seek God together. We're going to learn together, and we're going to adventure and enjoy each other with no pressure. So I feel like I threw a lot at you guys. This is, again, our first year as a homeschooling family in the summertime. I will definitely keep you guys posted on what we actually end up doing. But to recap, it's going to be pretty relaxed, but still including some learning, reading, a little bit of math, exploring, traveling a little bit, and just really spending time together as a family. If you're not already following me on Instagram, I definitely show more daily updates on there, like what we're actually doing day to day. So if you're not following me over there, you can follow me at rooted_homeschool. If you're not subscribed, definitely subscribe. I'll have a lot of fun summer content coming your way. We'll share about gardening, maybe do some travel vlogs. We'll share like a summer day in the life. If you have any questions or any suggestions for us, put them in the comments below. If you like this video, click the like button, click your notifications bell, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Don't forget to click on the playlist below in the description box to check out the other homeschool mamas that are part of this collab and hear what they're doing as part of their summer homeschool plans. So I hope to see you in my next video, and until next time,
stay rooted!
Stay rooted, guys.